The Old Man. Part 1. A Quiet Village. In a quiet village, far from the noise of the city, lived an old man named Musa. He was over 80 years old. He had a long white beard, a wrinkled face, and slow hands. He walked with a wooden stick and wore the same old coat every day. Musa lived alone in a small clay house. The roof was made of straw, and a big mango tree stood beside it. Every morning, he came outside and sat on a bench under the tree. He fed the birds with small pieces of bread and watched the sky. People in the village respected him. They greeted him, but no one really knew much about his past. He spoke little, smiled often, and always helped anyone in need. Part 2. The Curious Boy. One day, a woman and her young son moved into the village. Their names were Layla and Sammy. Sammy was 10 years old, full of questions, laughter, and curiosity. He had no father, and his mother worked hard in the fields. Sammy noticed the old man every morning. Most children were shy or scared to go near him, but Sammy was different. He walked up one morning and said, "Good morning, sir." The old man looked at him and smiled. "Good morning, young man." From that day on, Sammy came to sit with the old man each morning. Part 3. The First Story. Sammy asked many questions. "Were you always old?" The old man laughed. "No, I was young like you. I ran, I jumped, I dreamed." "Tell me a story," Sammy said. "All right," the old man said. "Let me tell you about when I was 12. I had a best friend named Amar. We climbed trees, swam in rivers, and played all day. One day we found a lost puppy in the forest. We named him Raffi and kept him hidden from our parents." "Did they find out?" "Oh yes," the old man chuckled. "But when they saw how happy we were, they let us keep him." Sammy listened, eyes wide. That day, he told his mother, "The old man is full of magic." Part 4. A Friendship Grows. As days passed, the old man and Sammy became close friends. Every morning, they sat under the mango tree. The old man told stories of love, travel, war, peace, and friendship. He spoke of deserts and oceans, of cities and mountains. He told of the time he worked as a teacher, a sailor, and even a gardener in a faraway palace. "Is all that true?" Sammy asked one day. The old man smiled. "Maybe, maybe not. What matters is what you learn from the story." Sammy didn't care if it was true. He loved every word. Part 5. Lessons from the Past. The old man didn't just tell stories. He taught Sammy lessons. "Never be unkind to anyone," he said. "Help someone even if they can't help you back. Books are doors. Read many, and you will visit many worlds." Sammy listened carefully. He told his mother everything. She smiled and said, "He is giving you more than stories, my son. He is giving you wisdom." Part 6. A Stormy Night. One night, a big storm hit the village. The wind blew hard, and the rain poured down. Trees fell, and houses were damaged. In the morning, Sammy ran to check on the old man. He found the mango tree broken and the roof of the house torn. The old man sat inside, coughing. "Are you okay?" Sammy asked. "I will be," the old man said softly. Sammy ran to his mother. She called the neighbors. Together, they repaired the roof, cleaned the yard, and made soup for the old man. Tears came to his eyes. "Thank you, everyone," he said. "I've never felt so loved." Part 7. The Secret Room. A few days later, the old man said to Sammy, "Come, I want to show you something." He led Sammy to a small locked room in the back of the house. Inside were books, papers, maps, and a big chest. "These are the memories of my life," he said. "Letters from my wife, pictures of my children, maps of where I traveled." You had a family? Sammy asked. Yes, my wife died long ago. My son lives in the city, but we have not spoken in years. Why not? Pride. Mistakes. Silence. Sammy looked sad. You should talk to him again. The old man nodded, but said nothing. Part 8. A letter. Sammy had an idea. He went home and wrote a letter. Dear son of Musa, your father misses you. He is kind and full of stories. Please come visit him. From a friend. He did not tell the old man. He sent the letter to the address on one of the envelopes he found in the room. Weeks passed. One evening, a man came to the village. He looked like the old man, only younger. He walked slowly toward the house. When the old man saw him, his eyes filled with tears. My son, he said. They hugged for a long time. No words were needed. Part 9. A new chapter. The old man's son stayed for a week. They talked, laughed, and shared old memories. He promised to visit often. You brought my son back, the old man told Sammy. You gave me stories, Sammy replied. The mango tree began to grow new branches. Birds returned. The village seemed brighter. The old man smiled more. He sat with Sammy every day. Other children joined them. He told stories to all of them now. Part 10. The final story. One morning, the old man did not come outside. Sammy waited. Then he knocked on the door. No answer. He opened it and found the old man sitting in his chair, eyes closed, a smile on his face. A book lay open on his lap. He was gone. Part 11. The Memory Tree. The village held a small funeral. Everyone came. Even people from other towns came. The old man had touched many lives. Sammy stood near the grave and said, He was my friend, my teacher, and my storyteller. Later, the villagers planted a new mango tree in his yard. They called it the Memory Tree. Sammy placed the old man's books in the village library. He added a small sign, Stories never die if someone remembers. Part 12. A boy becomes a man. Years passed. Sammy grew up. He became a teacher and returned to the village. Every morning, he sat under the mango tree, just like the old man had. Children came to him, full of questions. He smiled and said, Let me tell you a story. And so, the stories continued. Part 13. The Library of Stories. After becoming a teacher, Sammy had a new dream. He wanted to build a small library in the village, a place where children could read, imagine, and learn, just like he did when he listened to the old man. He spoke to the village elders. He shared his plan, and everyone supported him. People donated old books, the school helped with space, and even the old man's son sent funds. Soon, the Musa Library was ready. Inside, a wooden sign hung on the wall. A wise man once said, Books are doors. Open one, and you can go anywhere. Children came every day. Sammy told them stories, some from books, some from memory, and some from his heart. Art 14. Letters to the Old Man. Sammy began a tradition. He asked each child to write a letter to the old man after finishing a book. The letters said things like, Dear Musa, I read about a girl who became a doctor. I want to be like her. Thank you for your stories. I wish I could have met you. Your friend Sammy is the best teacher. He teaches like you must have. Sammy kept these letters in a box under the mango tree. Sometimes, at night, he would read them and smile. Part 15. A Full Circle. One day, a little boy named Kareem came to the library. He was full of questions and wonder, just like Sammy had been. He said, "Teacher, were you always old?" Sammy laughed, just like Musa used to. "No, Kareem, I was once like you. I knew a man who gave me stories, and now I give them to you." And so the story went on, generation to generation. The mango tree grew tall. The village became a place of light, learning, and love. And the spirit of the old man lived in every word, every book, and every heart. Musa may have passed on, but his legacy grew. Through Sammy, through books, and through kindness, the old man remained a part of the village forever. Because some lives are so full of wisdom, they never truly end. They simply become stories that help others begin.